Hello everyone, our topic for today in mathematics is about greatest common factor. Before we start, we must know what is greatest. Greatest means the highest. And what is factor? Factors are all the numbers that can multiply together to get that number. Let's start. Number 1, 10 and 15. We must find the greatest common factor of 10 and 15. First, we must find the lowest number that we can multiply to get 10. The lowest number that we can multiply in 10 is 1. So we will write number 1. And then, we will write number 10 at the end. Then find other numbers that can multiply in 10. The other numbers that we can multiply in 10 is 2 and 5. 2 times 5 is equals to 10. So, we will write 2 and 5. Comma, 2, comma, 5. And then for number 15, the lowest number that we can multiply in 15 is 1. So, we will write 1. And write 15 on the other side. What are the other numbers that we can multiply in 15? If your answer is 3 and 5, you are correct because 3 times 5 is equals to 15. So we will write 3 and 5, comma, 3, comma, 5, comma. To find the greatest common factor of 10 and 15, find all the numbers that you see that are the same. So if you already found those numbers are 1 and 5. But we need the greatest. Which number is greatest? Is it 1 or 5? If your answer is 5, yes, you are correct. The greatest common factor of 10 and 15 is 5. Number 2, 12 and 6. We must find the greatest common factor of 12 and 6. To find the greatest common factor of 12 and 6, we must find the lowest number that we can multiply in 12. The lowest number that we can multiply in 12 is 1 because 1 times 12 is equal to 12. So we will write 1. And then on the last side, we will write 12. What are the other numbers that we can multiply to get 12? If your answer is 2 and 6, you are correct because 2 times 6 is equals to 12. So we will write 2 and 6, comma, 2, 6, comma. And the other factors that we can multiply to get 12 is 3 and 4 because 3 times 4 is equals to 12. So we will write 3 and 4, comma, 3, comma, 4, comma. And for number 6, the lowest number that we can multiply to get 6 is 1. So we'll write 1. And for the last side, we will write 6. And the other numbers that we can multiply to get 6 is 2 and 3 because 2 times 3 is equals to 6. So we will write 2 and 3, comma, 2, comma, 3, comma. Then get all the numbers that you see that are the same. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are all the numbers that are the same. But the number that we are finding is the greatest, which is the highest. Which among these numbers is the highest? If your answer is 6, great job, you are correct. So, the greatest common factor of 12 and 6 is 6. Number 3, 20 and 10. We must find the greatest common factor of 20 and 10. Let's start with number 20. What is the lowest number that we can multiply to get 20? If your answer is 1, you are correct because 1 times 20 is equals to 20. So we will write 1. The other side, we will write 20. And what are the other numbers that we can multiply to get 20? If your answer is 2 and 10, you are correct because 2 times 10 is equals to 20. So we'll write 2 and 10, comma, 2, 10, comma. And the other numbers that we can multiply to get 20 is 4 and 5. So we'll write 4 and 5, comma, 4, comma, 5, comma. And then for number 10, the lowest number that we can multiply to get 10 is number 1. Because 1 times 10 is equals to 10. So we'll write 1. And 10 for the other side. And what are the other numbers we can multiply to get 10? If your answer is 2 and 5, you are correct. Because 2 times 5 is equals to 10. So we'll write 2 and 5, comma, 2, comma, 5, comma. Then get all the numbers that you see that are the same. Number 1, number 2, number 5, and 10 are the numbers that are the same. What we are finding is the greatest. Which number here is the greatest? Is it 1, 2, 5, or 10? If your answer is 10, yes, you are correct. The answer in number 3, 20 and 10, the greatest common factor of 20 and 10 is 10. Number 4, 9 and 21. What is the lowest number that we can multiply to get 9? If your answer is 1, you are correct. Because 1 times 9 is equals to 9. So we will write 1. And for the other side, we will write 9. And what are the other factors we can multiply to get 9? If your answer is 3 and 3, you are correct. Because 3 times 3 is equals to 9. So we will write 3 and 3, comma, 3, comma, 3, comma. And then for number 21, what is the lowest number that we can multiply to get 21? The lowest number that we can multiply to get 21 is 1. Because 1 times 21 is equals to 21. So we'll write 1. 1. And for the other side, we will write 21. And what are the other numbers that we can multiply to get 21? If your answer is 3 and 7, you are correct. Because 3 times 7 is equals to 21. So we will write 3 and 7, comma, 3, comma, 7, comma. Then get all the numbers that you see that are the same. If you already found those numbers are number 1, number 3. Which among these two numbers is the greatest? If your answer is 3, yes, you are correct. 3 is the greatest common factor of 9 and 21. And that would be all in mathematics about greatest common factor. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye!